Thank you again for watching another video called Sharing Life with You. Tonight what I want to talk about is hope. Hope in our life. Seeing how the world has changed today from what it was many years ago. Today we're living in a world that has become of a fast pace, and not only that, people find themselves that they are working um, long hours and many times for many weeks. And what happens when you find yourself so busy in life, trying to what people would say, trying to survive? I think what happens to that individual is it that they begin to lose the hope that things would get better for them. And the only thing that they can see and understand is, in order for me to have a better future, I'm going to have to devote myself into working long hours and doing that for sometimes many weeks and many months. And I think, and I believe, to say better, that we all need to have hope in our life. Hope is something that will hold us together when apparently uh, what we're looking at seems not to want to change. And when we get so busy in life, doing things that change rapidly, we live this life in a pattern that apparently it looks like what we're doing is the right thing, and there's nothing wrong in working and having to work to provide yourself an income. But I think that life was never meant that way. I think life was meant to provide for us the things that we need. I'm reminded of a verse in the Bible that says, I have come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. And first, for many people, they may not even know that is in the Bible, and some may not even care to know that. But I think in our life we all come to the point to where, like they say, we hit rock bottom. And I think that if we lose our hope or don't even know where can I get this hope from, you know, sad to say that many people begin to lose lose the interest for living. And I don't think that that is an answer to any problem that we face in our life today. you know and I know the world we are living in is not the same place when we were young. And today, our young people have never experienced that in their life. Those who are older and can remember when music wasn't the same way it is today. And even if we went to a party, a party is not like it is today. And movies are not like they were years ago, as they are today in the world. And so our young people have never really known what or understand people who are older. They tend to pull themselves away from us because what they're looking at today is entertainment and only the excitement for the moment. And they're not being taught how to have hope for a future, hope for their life, and hope that things get better, because they are also going to be faced with some challenges in their life. And I think that for those who watch this video, that we need to begin to share hope with the people. Everybody is everybody in a sense is afraid of another war. They're afraid of losing their job, and and it goes on. The list can just continue to go on as far as how the world today has become so unstable. At one time, we would um, we would have a job, we would get a job, and there was no doubt that we were going to lose this job. The economy was wonderful, but seeing how everything has changed today, we people are losing. In other words, people are losing their hope or their security for tomorrow. And I don't, what I want to say is, if you put your faith in your employer, and you put your faith where you're living at, it all changes. It all changes rapidly, and I think that we have used our faith and on the wrong things. And again, I'm not here to preach to you a message. What I am here is to be able to help you so that you can find something in your life that you can work with, and that you will not give up on yourself because things don't look the way that you want them to be, or the things that you desire in life. And I'll keep emphasizing this a lot throughout all of my videos, that you are given life, and that life comes with an abundance and for us. And what happens is that we don't know that, and there are people who actually will curse their life, and even use life as in a sentence that it is bad. In other words, it's bad. And I don't think that they understand that the moment that you reject what life has to offer you, it becomes harder for you in life. And you may not even understand it, but you've actually have rejected what life is. And I think that we've all been given this life, and I think it's important for us to value what life means to us. And I think that when we begin to understand that life is not a holiday, it is not an employer or working, it is not having a big house or driving that new car. Life has to do with what you have to share with others, and what other people share into your life, that just makes it more wonderful. In other words, I know that guys may not use that kind of words. I do. I like it. And but this is where we're missing it at. And where we're missing it at is it that we're not living life. What we're doing is that we're just living without no values. And you cannot live life without no values, because otherwise you would go in every different direction, and never really find that satisfaction in your life, because they're always gonna want more. But going back to hope is something that allows us to have to believe, in other words, and to believe that if I'm in a financial situation, that my hope is that I find a new job that would pay me more money, so I can come out of this financial situation that I am in. And so that is hope. Hope is if I go to the doctor, and the doctor says that, you know what, we found something wrong with you, and we have to do some more testing on you. So you have hope. You want hope in order to believe that when they do these tests, that it actually wasn't bad. In other words, it wasn't as serious as what the doctors mentioned. So, but when we lose hope, and we are faced with a problem in life, we think that it's the end, and that nothing but the worst is going to come my way, that is when you lose hope. We do need hope in God. We do need hope in His promises. I can't. How do I say this? It's only up to you if you want to open your Bible or not, or if you don't have one, to find one. But this is where you find a lot of promises that they're, you know what, you could explain it, but it goes beyond that explanation of what these promises are in the Bible, because they're written thousands of years ago. But yet you can apply this to your own personal life, and it brings you hope for a better tomorrow. You know, you can listen to someone give you information and give you inspiration, and that will bring to you hope, so that you can find yourself, that you can come out of where you're at. And that's what's the wonderful thing about obtaining hope in your life. But if you're going to live life without no values, in other words, and you're going to live life like you just want to live it, and there is no one going to tell me what to do, you're going to come in your life where you're going to need hope. And you may laugh at it now, and you may say, this is a lie, I don't need this garbage. But I'm going to tell you, everybody in life hits rock bottom somehow, in some way. We all do. And it may be something that you didn't provoke into your life, but it's going to come. And that is when you need hope to say, you know what, I can come out of this. I don't have the answer right now, but my hope tells me that tomorrow is going to be better. There are people in the hospitals that have lost hope. There are people in the prisons that have also lost hope. We have this freedom. If you're even if your body is sick, but yet you can move, then have hope in something. Have hope that something is going to happen to you. But you have to look for it. I have learned in my life that I can do my prayers for answers that I'm looking for, but now I have to move to look for these answers that I've prayed for. People pray that God would give them the answer, and then they sit there and they don't do anything. And I don't think you should do that. I think that if you're praying for an answer for a problem that you're going through, then you need to, if you believe in your prayer, then what you need to do is you need to move in life and begin to look for where that answer is at. You may not have a direction, a clear direction, but the moment that you get up from that chair, and the moment you walk out of that house, and the moment you just say, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and begin to look for this answer. And if it's finances, then your answer may be in a book that teaches about finances. And if you're struggling in a marriage, or if you're struggling in your own personal life, and you want to change your personality, you want to change how you communicate, then it's in a book. It may be in a book where you may find that answer that you were praying for. The same thing that goes in finding it also in another person. But you have to look for it, because if you sit there and you simply wait, you may be waiting for a very long time and never get that answer to what you've been praying for. And I believe that every prayer is answered out there. It's out there. In other words, it's out there provided for us. But we don't want to move out there and look for it. The only thing we think about is just the material things in life. And how can I get the bigger TV? And how can I get the job that pays me more money? And how can I get the new car? And how can I go out and entertain myself? There is nothing wrong in in those things. But if you're going to just make those things your priority in life, you're losing your hope in life that will help you tomorrow in the future. The world is not getting any easier, and what we see, you know, is not it is not something to lightly to take advantage to lightly just and just let it be. You know, there is something about life when you understand what this is. And life is not a thing. It is the spirit of God that is given to us. And this life that is given to us, we must receive it in order for us to do better in the world, to live our life better, and to understand that if I lose everything that has to do with the material things, that there is a life inside of me that will rise me up above the situations and circumstances, and that I can see myself in the near future overcoming this. And that is having hope. But you have to value that the same way you have to obtain hope for a better life, a better person. You cannot live life like you have forever, because you don't have forever. You know, there's only one life, and you were born with dreams. As a child, you had desires that you wanted to see the world, and here you are today, struggling, arguing, fighting with people, finding wrong things in people. And you're never gonna see the goodness of God if you do these things. People reject God because they don't know Him, and that's the real reason. It's not because they may say that they don't believe in God, but the problem is that they don't know Him, and that's the reason why they just completely reject Him. But hope will show you who God is, the same way love and the same way faith in your life. I hope that you begin to change in your life, and you begin to take your life seriously. Enjoy life to the fullest that you can. But if you find yourself that you have limitations in your life, or resources, in other words, you still can live life way better than anyone who may have all of the money to buy all of the things that they need. But you have to begin to have hope in your life that it might have not worked out with this person, but by letting it go, I begin to have hope that tomorrow I'll find someone that would come into my life, and that together we can build something wonderful. And that's a beautiful thing about hope in life. I leave you with that. I leave you with this short video, and I hope that you share hope with people. There are people who are hurting. There are people who have lost loved ones. Don't judge people. Give them hope. Love them. Don't hate them. Forgive people. Have compassion for people. Because we all have messed up in our life. We all have done some dumb things in our life. We all have gone the wrong way in our life. And so we have to understand to be the same way with people. And I hope that you listen to this video entirely. I hope that you share this with somebody who needs hope. It is not the end. I was there. It was not the end. You can rise up. You can do it. I'm telling you, you can change. I just want to say thank you again for watching my videos that are called Sharing Life with You, because I believe that that's the most important thing that we are to do today is share life with people and not problems. Thank you.